Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers next 2 weeks. Sam's funeral and burial, Carly's danger zone, and Jason's deal. General Hospital, GH, spoilers for the next 2 weeks, November 4 to November 15. Reveal that Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, will stop by Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, and Damian Spinelli's Bradford Anderson, placed to deliver some tragic Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, updates. Spinelli and Maxie will struggle to process the fact that Sam's really gone forever, but they'll be even more concerned for Sam's kids along with Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna. During the week of November 4 to 8, Dante will lean on Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, and Olivia Quartermain, Lisa Lo Cicero, for support as he keeps trying to stay afloat. Although Scout Quartermain, Cosette Abinant, and Danny Morgan, Asher Antonisen will have plenty of love all around them, they'll still have a hard time coping without their mom. Over with Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaginos, and Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, they may finally have a reason to make peace. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Gran, honestly can't handle the constant arguing now that she's lost Sam, so she'll make a request and perhaps get her remaining daughters to call a truce. Let's hope that Molly and Christina can make it stick. In the meantime, Christina will find out something shocking and react with horror. Could Michael Corinthos, Chad Dull, end up confiding about Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, kissing Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, and spill his drunken cheating too? Michael went to bed with Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, but she'll keep quiet about that when Willow confronts her for blabbing her Drew makeout session to Cody Bell, Josh Kelly. Carly will face a shocker at some point, so she might hear about Willow and Drew locking lips. Since Carly previously put Willow on a perfect pedestal, this could knock her off and leave Carly with concerns about her daughter-in-law's treatment of Michael. Carly won't be happy about Drew's part in all this either, but she may cut him some slack considering Sam's demise and all the Scout grief he'll be dealing with. Next, Ava Jerome, Maura West, will apologize to someone, so she might try to make amends with Christina and work past the hotel room tumble. Perhaps Ava will offer her condolences about Sam and act like there are more important things than holding on to grudges. Christina could get offended if she thinks Ava is trying to manipulate her using Sam's fatal outcome. As for Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, she'll share some serious news, potentially about Jen Sidwell's Carlo Rhoda, imminent Port Charles arrival. Carly will end up turning to Jack Brennan, Charles Mazur, for yet another favor, but he'll fret about the danger Carly could get caught up in. Although Carly may be determined to keep Jason safe, Brennan will be far more worried about Carly. Nevertheless, Brennan may be willing to grant Carly's request if Jason agrees to a real partnership. Jason will lay out his terms and seems poised to strike a deal with Brennan soon enough. Meanwhile, Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, will have a meeting with Isaiah Gannon, Sawandi Wilson, so they may mull over how someone as healthy as Sam had a heart attack out of the blue in recovery. Will Sam's autopsy help unearth any clues? Did someone like Cyrus Reynald, Jeff Kober, sabotage Sam's IV bag like G.H. Buzz suggests, or did another villainous character target her somehow? Regardless, Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, will be determined to get answers and will open up to Brad Cooper, Perry Shen, who's sure to offer comfort as Lucas mourns. As for Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, and Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, they'll make a significant choice. Now that Violet Finn, Jophiel Love, is living in Seattle with Hamilton Finn, Jophiel Love, Chase and Brooklyn may agree it's time to move out of the Quartermain mansion and into their own place again. Over with Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, he'll show up to see Anna in her office. Rick always has a few tricks up his sleeve, so we'll see what he's up to this time. Jason will eventually get summoned to the police station, so Anna may want a meeting with him too, especially with Sidwell's revenge plot just around the corner. Across town, Michael will deal with some suspicions. It's possible Michael will remain paranoid and watch Willow closely to see if she'll go behind his back with Drew again. On the other hand, this could be about Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, since the fact that she had a hush-hush romance with Drew still hasn't come out. Drew bribed Cody to keep his mouth shut, so Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, may be proud of Cody for making him pay. However, Tracy might also think Drew deserves a downfall since she'll have a strategy session with Cody. Although Holly Sutton, Emma Sams, will try to make progress with Sasha, her daughter seems poised to reject her once more. That could set the stage for Holly to land in a dangerous situation during the week of November 11 to 15. Will Sasha regret not making amends if Holly ends up facing Sidwell's scary wrath? Of course, there's the potential for Sidwell to go after Sasha, as well if he finds out she's Holly's daughter. Sidwell will want vengeance over his stolen diamonds, so Sasha and Robert Scorpio, Tristan Rogers, could get dragged into the mess. As for Sam, her funeral and burial arrangements will presumably move forward. It'll be difficult for Sam's loved ones to bid her a final farewell, but she deserves some sort of service and send-off. Finally, a potential love interest for Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, will debut during November sweeps. Ty, Jen's Austin Astrup, will meet Trina at PCU, so sparks could fly soon enough. General Hospital spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring some surprises and shakeups, so we'll bring you more predictions on what's coming up in PC. The town of Port Charles is no stranger to tragedy, but even the most seasoned residents are struggling to grasp the enormity of the loss they now face. The upcoming 2 weeks will be laden with gut-wrenching grief, emotional confrontations, and perilous power plays as Sam McCall's funeral looms large. Her sudden death has left a gaping void, one that will not only shake her loved ones to their core, but also send ripple effects through the entire town. Brace yourself for a tale of sorrow, high stakes, and the echoes of old promises, as Port Charles finds itself reeling from one of its most devastating weeks yet. Sam's funeral, a city in mourning. As the week begins, General Hospital is engulfed in a somber hush. Flowers and black attire paint a picture of grief as friends and foes alike prepare for Sam McCall's final farewell. The Corinthos and Davis families, usually so bound by strength, seem fractured by the weight of their sorrow. Alexis Davis, Sam's mother, finds herself paralyzed with guilt, unable to shake the idea that she could have prevented her daughter's fate. Her dark eyes stare blankly at Sam's framed photograph, the ghost of 1,000 unspoken apologies haunting her. Meanwhile, Jason Morgan, Sam's once great love and eternal protector, stands in the shadows. Known for his steely composure, Jason's eyes reveal something rarely seen, the crack of vulnerability. As he watches Danny and Scout, the children Sam left behind, grappling with their loss, a burning sense of failure eats at him. This feeling, as potent as it is unfamiliar, will soon propel Jason toward choices that blur the line between hero and villain. The funeral is set at the foot of Port Charles' oldest cemetery, beneath the stoic weeping willows. Family, friends, and even those who had crossed Sam's path with less amicable intentions gather, their differences momentarily set aside by the solemn occasion. Monica Quartermaine is spotted exchanging a silent nod with Carly Spencer, a temporary truce drawn in mutual respect for the life Sam led. When Alexis rises to deliver the eulogy, her voice shakes. The woman known for her courtroom prowess and unflinching logic falters, and for once words escape her. It is then that Molly steps in, placing a reassuring hand on her mother's shoulder, and picking up where Alexis left off, her voice strong but laced with raw emotion. Molly's tribute recounts Sam's rebellious spirit, her fierce love for her family, and the battles she fought, both external and within herself. It is a reminder to all present that Sam was never defined by her mistakes, but by her relentless will to keep going. Carly's danger zone. A reckoning approaches. In the midst of collective grief, there is one person whose instincts buzz with the familiar hum of incoming chaos: Carly Spencer. Her sharp intuition has kept her alive through more storms than most can count, and now it sends a chill down her spine. The funeral has brought together more than just mourners. Lurking among them are figures with agendas as dark as the black suits they wear. Carly's gaze is fixed on a man she hasn't seen in years, someone whose sudden return to Port Charles hints at more than just paying respects. This mystery man's name is Devin King, a former ally turned foe with secrets as tangled as the Corinthos family's own. As Carly tries to uncover Devin's true motive for being back in town, she stumbles upon whispers of a deal so volatile that its exposure could blow apart Port Charles' most powerful alliances. The deeper Carly digs, the closer she edges to a trap set just for her. Jason, ever watchful, picks up on Carly's suspicion and shares a tense exchange with her in the corner of the cemetery after Sam's burial. Their conversation, wrapped in veiled warnings and urgent looks, speaks volumes about the secrets both are too afraid to say aloud. But Carly, ever defiant, brushes off Jason's concerns, determined to take on Devin herself. Jason's deal: a pact with the enemy. As Carly pushes her limits, Jason finds himself at a crossroads. He is no stranger to impossible choices, but Sam's death has fractured his usual clarity. His protectiveness for Carly, coupled with the guilt weighing on him for not saving Sam, pushes him into making a deal he once would have never considered. Enter Victor Cassadine, whose cunning mind and insatiable appetite for leverage make him one of the most dangerous men in Port Charles. Victor approaches Jason with a proposition that could either save or doom them both: information on Devin King in exchange for Jason's loyalty, a currency Victor has long sought. The room where they meet is cloaked in the scent of old books and fine whiskey, an atmosphere that seems to stifle the life out of any hope for negotiation. Jason's jaw tightens as Victor, with his cold, calculating smile, lays out the terms. Accepting means betraying every instinct he has, but rejecting it could spell out a war that would only add to the list of tragedies piling up in Port Charles. Before the week is over, Jason makes his decision, but not without adding a contingency of his own. A condition Victor is far too intrigued to refuse. As Jason shakes Victor's hand, the clock begins to tick, each second bringing them closer to a reckoning. The final moments, hope amidst the chaos. The closing days of the 2-week span find the town split between grief and growing dread. As Sam's children begin to learn the new, cold reality of life without their mother, others brace themselves for what is to come. Carly's quiet investigation puts her in the crosshairs, and Jason, despite his recent pact, is torn between saving her and honoring Sam's memory in the only way he knows, by ensuring no one else dies on his watch. The once clear skies over Port Charles grow heavy with ominous clouds, as secrets bubble to the surface and alliances shift in ways that will change everything. One thing is certain: these weeks will test old bonds, reveal true colors, and decide which lives will stand resilient and which will fall.